So about 8 months ago, the Batman Hush storyline basically got confirmed that it was going to be put into animation form. And for me, that was really exciting. I kind of forgot about it like 4 months into it. Like I just completely dropped it. And I was like, oh, whatever, not going to give me any information soon. But like they confirmed it, and I was really, really excited. And a few weeks ago, they actually confirmed that it's going to be a part of the new 52 animated series, which is probably the worst thing that they can do for not only the story, but for Jim Lee's art. This movie would have, without a doubt, benefited from being in its own universe or being in a universe that's already, that's kind of like a fan favorite or makes sense for it to be into it. Like, one of them that would make sense without a doubt is Under the Red Hood. This movie should have, without a doubt, been a Under the Red Hood prequel that took place before the events of Under the Red Hood. That had Batman fight this large ensemble cast of villains like right before Red Hood, which would have been interesting to see. And that Batman would have worked. I think that entire story just would have worked way better than this new 52 one. But that's not really why I'm upset. The reason why I'm upset is because they're taking this iconic comic, one of the most iconic Batman stories of all time, and they're going to make it bland. They're going to make it uninteresting, and they're going to basically not ruin it, because like it's gonna be really hard to ruin a story like Hush, especially with animation like that. Like seriously though, like I have to kind of pitch in. This is Eddie Marcel. I forgot to mention comparisons to the comic and to the movie. Real quick here, I want to show the Catwoman and Batman kissing scene to the comic. Yeah, I know I'm being like kind of pretentious here, but like, is this New York? Is this Chicago? Where are they in the background? Like this background's so goddamn pathetic. Like, they pan up to the moon as if that's impressive. Oh, cool, you could draw a fucking moon. Can you draw a living, breathing Gotham City? Because this doesn't look like Gotham City. This looks like a background to any other city that can literally just be used. Like, you could swap out any characters doing this, and it would literally be like anything else. Again, like I say later in the video, it's inspired, yet so uninspired. It's fucking crazy. But, like, they're going to make that our last memory. Like, think about this. What was the last memory of The Killing Joke for you? Oh, was it Batgirl and Batman fucking on a rooftop? Because that's mine. That's mine. They kind of ruined the memory of The Killing Joke for me with that animated movie. You know what the last memory of The Court of Owls is for me? It's not like, a game that should be coming out very, very soon called Batman Arkham whatever. It was Batman versus Robin, which completely butchered the Court of Owls, completely ruined the Court of Owls. It completely took the detective element and got rid of it for Damian Wayne. That's what it did. It completely just like, fuck you, whatever, we're gonna do this. We're gonna have Batman pick up a random feather during an encounter that Damian Wayne had, and he didn't really specify what happened. But we're gonna have Batman take this fucking random feather, take it to an owl museum, and get attacked by Talons. I'm not joking you, by the way. He literally just randomly gets ambushed by Talons. That literally makes the plot move forward. Without that happening, the plot wouldn't have moved forward. And not only that, like this entire universe, this New 52 universe is ruining the animation department for DC. Because in the last 5 years, the only good DC animated movie was Lego Batman and maybe Justice League Gods and Monsters. I wouldn't put Killing Joke with that because of the first 15 minutes and the fact that the animation looks dull and very, very uninspired. A lot like these animated movies that are in the New 52 universe. There's no flair to them. There's nothing that intrigues me like the last movies were, like the last animated movies that were before this were, pre-Flashpoint. Pre-Flashpoint animated movies were incredible. They were basically one-shots. A lot of them were. I can't really remember one that has like a sequel, but a lot of them were like one-shots. And they took rather adaptations from the comics, and they rather made them go panel for panel like The Dark Knight Returns, or they go like Under the Red Hood, where they changed a few things. Like for Batman, he went to formerly dead heroes and talked to them and like, oh, what's it like coming back to life, or how this happened, blah blah blah. And he tried to figure that out because Jason basically came back. They cut that out. They cut out Superman or Superboy Prime punching the reality that brought Jason back. Like that was super weird in the comic, and they got rid of that for the movie, which improved the movie. These animated movies currently don't do any of that. Like this is a brand new like department. This has to be, because the people that were making the movies beforehand had a different type of passion than the people that are doing it now. People that are doing it now are basically rushed to get these out. They basically have a checklist of all the New 52 storylines and storylines that are going to be popular and going to sell well, and they check them off, and they check them off, and they check them off. Oh, we have to get this one done in 8 months. I'm going to flop this fucking script down on the table, and we have to make that in 8 months, guys. Let's do it. That's essentially what happens. Their budget's too low to make these stories as well, or at least to make them look interesting. And the voice acting for most of them is just really cheesy, bad, or just overall, I don't know. I just, there's something off about this entire universe, and it's not intriguing. It's not something that is fun. For the last 4 years, or actually 5 years, I haven't once thought to myself, hey, I want to go get an animated DC movie. Like, I just haven't thought about it, because there's no point. There's no good animated movies out there that are, from DC, because all of them went away after Flashpoint. Flashpoint was the last one where I was like, man, I want to watch this over and over and over again. That was literally the last one. And now, like, for the last 5 years, we've literally gotten nothing of quality. It's kind of reminding me of the video game scene. What's going on over there, WB? Like, it's cool and all. You have an animated universe that's all connected, and you make 2 movies a year. Yeah, that's fun and all. But, like, when the movies that you were making before were undoubtedly better than the movies that you are making now, it confuses people like me who see these 5 out of 10 movies, like these 4 out of 10 movies, 3 out of 10 movies. That's what these are. The last 10 movies were around those scores, compared to the 9 out of 10s, the 8 out of 10s, the 10 out of 10s of the previous animated movies. It's a shocker. It's confusing, and it makes no sense to the audience who wants those good movies. I would rather take one animated movie every 2 years or every year, that's high quality, like Under the Red Hood, that has its own art style and its own voice acting team, with its own passionate people that love the story that they're adapting or creating. I'd rather have that than people that are forced to make these stories in a few months just so they can get a quick paycheck, and just so DC can, brag about their animated universe that isn't even good. That's what I want. I would rather have those other movies. Much rather have the former than the latter. Because with the former, at least we're able to spend our money on something worthwhile and actually decent. And no offense to anybody who's making these movies, but, like, I'm sorry, they're not good. They're decent, but they're decently forgettable, and they're just miserable to get through. They're not fun. Sure, you have some fighting choreography that's fun, because you guys change up the animation style a little bit. Like, the way it flows is all different. But if the action's good, it doesn't make up for the story. I'm sorry. It doesn't make up for the horrible acting. There's no movie in this lineup that makes me go, wow, that was incredible. Wow, I want to watch it again. Not one. I'm not afraid to put this little opinion piece out there, because I'm pretty sure everybody else feels the same. We're sick and tired of getting these shitty, bland, low-quality DC movies that really just don't do anything. They don't do anything. Under the Red Hood, that gave me emotions. That gave me feels. Death of Superman, that was, or no, not Death of Superman, I'm sorry. Superman Doomsday hit me more than Death of Superman and Reign of Superman. And by the way, Reign of Superman's fucking awful. Look, this is Cyborg Superman, like, trying to stop Lois Lane from literally helping Superman in, like, the final fight. And this is literally, he knows that this is going to stop him if she gets there. Watch. This is their most previous one. Bruh, what? This is a joke, right? This is a joke. This is like some 5-year April Fool's joke. You're gonna come out with a really good animated movie, please. Hopefully they get that animated department back on track. Hopefully they start making actually good quality movies, because that's all I want. I think that's what everybody wants. These movies, in my opinion, they go to the lowest common denominator. They're just, I don't know. There's nothing of substance in them, and there's nothing of value to really get out of them. They're lesser versions of what they're adapting, which is the New 52, and even then, that's not even that good. Like, the New 52 itself is not good without, like, the Court of Owls, but they're still trying to adapt it like I don't know, like it's like the best thing ever. Newsflash, it's not. It really isn't. Go back to the single stories, please. Those were actually good. Those were actually fun and enjoyable to watch and entertaining and good in terms of quality and production value. We would want those back compared to these ones. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I want to hear what you guys think about these anime movies in the comments below. Do you guys hate them as much as I hate them? I'm pretty sure some of you guys do, because like I can't be the only one who sees how bad these are. Like, there's some good ones. There's some good moments in some of them. But for the majority of most of them, they're all forgettable. I'm really having trouble remembering a single awesome moment from, like, all of them. Like, fuck. I'll think. Hold up. Nope. No, I mean, Doomsday had some cool fight scenes, but that was it. That was about it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe for more videos in the future. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace out.